Good afternoon.
Hello. Should we wait someone else or we can start?
Maybe we should start. Maybe a couple of people will join, but no guarantees,
Let's
unfortunately.
let's start. Today we are going to talk a bit more about lecture materials and then we will switch to problems. So then I'll start report for the lecture part. And today we will think about antitrust concepts a bit. So I already mentioned several times that it's a bit different, and we saw something similar to some indexes. So, like, what is the general idea of the antitrust concept? So, firstly, we have a market, and then we want to measure the market power of a firm, and sort of like we can set some threshold and decide, if market power is above this threshold, then we should do something. If less, it's not. It's not the case, so it's okay. And what are the standard indexes which provide you measures about the market power of the firm? So we already saw something like a learner index, right, during our classes, and we saw that it's a bit different because it's now network effects inside, and so we can think about some concentration indexes as well. So they just sum of ratio or HHI index, but now it will be a bit different case here because we know that it's important for a firm to take a part of the market to establish the working network effects inside the market, and it's important for agents. The platform take the certain ratio of the market so they can enjoy the network effects and join in the platform. So
Yeah, I have a question about the slide. So, and alpha here is the share of the market of
yes,
some company.
of firm I. It's alpha is a share of a market of firm I. So you should be familiar with these indexes, no?
Yes. Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. So if you have a lot of firms, so alpha for each firm is low. So then the index is low, right? Then if you have one huge firm which takes, for example, half of the market, then so then, for example, HHI will be higher, and so they can think about some threshold which measures how monopolistic our market itself. So then we saw that prices not need to be informative about the efficiency, right? Because what we normally do, so we compare the price with marginal costs. Yes, and now we saw that price can be higher or lower than marginal costs. Yes, and it can be according to the network effects and network externalities. Then if you observe the price on one side is lower or higher than marginal cost, it's not need to be the market power, monopolistic market power of firm, or it's not need to be the dumping on the side. It can be due to the network effects and optimal price strategy of the firm. Yeah, because we saw that the price for one side depends on the number of agents on the other side. So the network effects matter, and that there could be subsidies. So if platform generate firm on one side, so there could be subsidies on the other side for other agents to join. Yes. So then, and if you are talking about two platforms competing for prices, then it could be even more complicated. And they saw that if you're not if you allow for price discrimination, which means that you can put prices for different sites differently, so then it will be more complicated case. And actually, that's one of the problems in your problem set. I guess the last one is to try to solve something with different prices for different sites, different platforms. Yeah, and then we can think that, so if we just consider one side of the market and analyze prices on that side, and kind of thinking that this is not two-sided market. So then we can estimate the market power of the firm wrongly, or that we can potentially punish the company which just try to survive and set prices optimally, or even more, it could be a good idea to subsidize the platform to generate more surplus for agents, because we will increase the network effects, and will push more agents to join the platform. So now let's think about the simple question: what will happen if two platforms will merge with each other? Which effects we will observe on the platform? So yeah, assume they will have two platforms and they somehow divide the market between them, so that we have consumers on one side, consumers on the other side. They were divided between the platforms, and then these two platforms decided to join. For example, yeah, you can think about Uber and Yandex Taxi. Yeah, they were separate companies several years ago, and then they decided to join. I forgot who by whom, but any ideas?
I have only the results of the article, like for which I wrote my summary. So the son in 2020, he discovered that the merger of platforms can actually not rise their prices for consumers, but lower them, because and and rise prices a little bit for the suppliers, but at the end of the day they will be better off because of the net work effect from new consumers.
Right, thank you. So the first effect, if we will join two platforms to one, we will have more consumers on this platform, right? So that, because now before it were two platforms, now it's only one. So everyone will join this platform, which means higher network effects. So just merging two platforms, we will increase the social welfare substantially, because like if it's symmetric case and we just double our agents to one and another platform, then we increase network effects twice, right? Merging the platform. But what could be the negative effect here?
Higher prices.
Yes, so before we have competition between platforms and they need to compete between each other to set the prices. And they remember that the price of the platform depends on the price of other platform. And now it will be not the case because it's monopoly, and then platform have monopoly power to increase the price. Yes, so firstly we have network effects. Yes, so they need to take this in account, and then the associated trade-off is that there can be higher subscription fees, but as well we will get higher network effects on the platform.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah, the prices not need to be higher actually. So it can be optimal for the platform to lower the prices because we will have network effects, and platform will re-estimate to resolve the profit maximization problem, and maybe it will be useful to subsidize one side, or even could be the case that two sides can be subsidized as well. Subsidized compared to the previous case, then you have two platforms. Yes, because maybe you have one platform which was specialized on some specific group of agents, and then they can use this agent to have a profit, but now they focus on entire market, so they will focus mostly on network effects. So that could be the case that prices will not rise on both sides as well. Well, when the main idea here that if we are coming to the market and want to observe is that good prices, should we penalize monopoly, should they allow it to operate like that? So then the first question we should ask ourselves in terms of this course is if the market is two-sided. So it's not optimal to think about okay, we have here the market, let's analyze that. Firstly, you need to ask yourself, is the market two-sided or not, because then you will have the network effects inside the group, out so intergroup and intragroup externalities. Yeah, so then the crucial questions here is that nature of the business, and the two-sidedness is needed feature of the market which create main profits on network effects and externalities, or yes, it can be interesting aspect of industry, so that it could be something additional, so that you create two-sidedness and have some small effect just because that happens. And when then you answer that question, and the answer is yes, that market is two-sided, and you need to think about network externalities. So then we need to estimate if it's the case, then network effects really plays a substantial role in price setting and in decision of agents to join or not to join the market, and so on.
I have a question about mm, how
Yeah.
is those ideas implemented by regulators in practice? Because on industrial organization, we've told that in the US, they basically um, measure the market power by HHI index. So plain and easy, and that's how they understand. Mm, can they afford these M&A deals or not? But did they change their legislation in the way to deal with platforms, or they just don't touch them? Or
I think now it's a huge question. So since the course is still quite quite new, so it's like just few years we did it, and then there are not that much papers about the two-sidedness platforms and how to regulate them. It's even next question, right? So that firstly we need to understand how the things going on inside. Well, yeah, maybe I'm not an expert in that literature. I mean that there could be broad literature on the platforms. I didn't know. Hmm, yeah, but currently I didn't heard about the some exchange in legislation. Uh, yeah, but last year there was a huge huge topic for discussion with Apple and Fortnite, I guess. So that was about fees which Apple charge during the App Store application, and then things change, but slow and slow. So it could be nice idea for future research or future job in terms of regulations and how to consider these questions.
yes, okay.
Yeah, because it's kind of it works like that. So you create some literature, then you start teaching that. Then those who are taught this course can go and change something in government and in policies. So yeah, I didn't heard about such papers that which study some change in laws according to regulation, but that can be interesting to study or to work on. Actually, that's why we don't have here some examples and formulas how to measure it, which is the standard or not. We just can discuss that. And yeah, you remember these results, which is looks like a learner index. So you can use something like that. You can derive by your own something, which you can measure as a index of market power and what is the optimal for society, and then say, okay, that's the threshold. Now we should do differently. Yes, so but in our course we just will discuss it like that, so that what is correct, how to think about, or there we can take into account something else, and yeah, we will consider probably one example during the seminars. Any questions about regulation?
No, no.
Okay, great. So then we will move to a bit different topic. So it's, I think, the last main topic in our course. So it's about the two-sided markets with different heterogeneity. So firstly, we will consider quantity, but not quantity of the product, not quality of the product. So that we literally discussed that a bit before. So we were focusing on quantity, so how much agents or product we can buy or get access to. But now let's think that quality of the product matter as well. So that on one side you can have different quality of the product. So we already consider the model with some heterogeneity in one side, right? And now, yeah, you remember we talked about the horizontal and vertical heterogeneity, and then I have a warm-up question to you. So consider two platforms. So that Uber offers cars of standard and premium quality, and artists from different genres of music on Spotify offers you their tracks. So which model does horizontal differentiation and which vertical?
As I understand it, vertical, it should be about some kind of quality observed and agreed by all agents. So I guess it's the first one. So standard car is definitely worse than a premium car. Everyone agrees. And horizontal diversification, it should be about taste. So the second one has horizontal diversification because we can't say for sure what genre of music is the best. We can't grade them.
Yes, thank you. The main question is, can you exactly say which product is better than other one? And with cars, and we can always say that premium is better than standard one. With different genres, you don't know. It's differently for different agents. So then, yeah. So vertical differentiation is for Uber, and horizontal one is for Spotify. So that Spotify just get sell the access to different genres and yes. The next question is, can you provide an example of the platform? Then you have both vertical and horizontal differentiations. Some ideas?
Maybe some kind of a grocery delivery?
Can you repeat?
Maybe some kind of a grocery delivery.
So what is vertical and what is horizontal?
Well, the vertical would be the quality of the products of the groceries, and the horizontal would be the variety of them.
How?
Yeah, can be.
I have a question. Like, well, it could be a common knowledge, but it's not like the fact that some brand of food is better than another one. Like if you ask some customers like which milk they prefer, mm, even if you know the like which milk is really more I know natural, more well, just better by some characteristics. Uh, Others might not know that. Like,
A more
Well,
explicit example would be cheese, for example. Parmesan made in Russia and Parmesan made in some kind of European country will vary.
you will still meet different opinions about that. Well, I agree with you, but still.
so I can provide maybe better example if you're thinking about кондитерская «Север» и «Невские берега», которая была в Питере. So, both of them making cakes, and maybe someone have different taste to go to one or to another, but then inside you can have different quality. So you can buy something cheap, or you can buy some expensive and good quality. Would you agree?
So we can say that if something is more expensive, it's usually, on average, is better, right? That's how we measure quality. Well,
So then,
in life.
and how you measure the quality of premium car? You just try and you feel it's better.
Mm,
The same is with another
okay.
product. So
I thought about some platform like aviasales. So well, let's consider a ticket for an airplane. So you can choose the destination, and it will be like horizontal diversification. And if you choose, and additionally, you can choose will you fly by business class or economical one, and it would be like vertical one.
yeah, as well, you can have different taste for different companies. Just I don't know, just because, and then you have here standard business and economic class in different companies. Well, but we will talk about another platform. We will talk about the news aggregator. So yeah, like Yandex and Google News, whatever you can think about. So, and we will talk about specific model which can be presented here. So then, firstly, can someone briefly remind me why news agency is a two-sided platform?
One side viewers, another side advertisers.
Yes, so that's about news agencies. And now what do the news aggregator?
Yeah, sorry about that. Can we name content creators like the third side, or we just think of them as a part of the platform itself?
No, that's the news agencies. They
Mhm.
produce the news. And now what aggregator do? So yeah, first question was about the agencies who produce the news, who are creators of the content. And the next question is why news aggregator is a two-sided platform.
Well, now we just consider our, well, we don't have, well, we just collect this content. So, and still there are advertisers and viewers, readers?
Yes, thank you. And then we will talk about the different quality of the news. Can you think about what is the different quality of the news?
Like, is it written okay, or is it just some watery pool?
Yeah, kind of like that. So let's consider what is the market here and why we need the aggregator. So firstly, the agency produces some news. So you have different agencies, so different newspapers or magazines. So they have different topics. So you can think about the agencies which focus on certain topics. Yeah, for example, there will be one newspaper about the sport, another about culture, third about music, only fourth about politics, and there can be different quality of their product, so that we can think about some really reliable news or official news. So you know that this newspaper double check their sources, and then there can be kind of the newspaper with fake news or whatever. So you just read, and maybe it's something funny, but you wouldn't ever rely on the information from this newspaper. And the next question is, what is actually aggregator itself? So since we have newspapers on different topics, then yeah, so let's think about three topics: sport, culture, and economics. So let's think world like that, so that we have only three different topics, and then the quality of the news can be high or low. So that we are producing some fake news, or we just really spend time and write an article about something important. So, and the aggregator will take the news from agencies and just provide you the link um, to the news, and a little bit describe the article. So maybe take some on the first rows, but then aggregator would like to pick the news of good quality. So if agency can produce good, so high or low quality, then agency aggregator is interested in high quality product. So then what the aggregator does is just take the title of the article and then short summary of article and put it on the website of the aggregator. Then yes, so that we will think that if you have
Sorry.
several, yeah.
Yeah, about the process of selection. So only high quality news are selected by the aggregator or not?
So the aggregators select any news, but if aggregator has access to high quality and low quality news on the same topic, it will choose the high quality.
Yes, okay.
Right? That's kind of. And if you have several agencies who produce the high quality news on the same topic, the aggregator randomly select between them. So then, what is the question? What is the reader problem then? For example, reader can go directly to some newspaper, for example, Ведомости, or firstly, you can go to some news aggregator. What is the trade-off between this choice as a reader? So why would you decide to go directly to Ведомости website, or what is the incentive to go firstly to a news aggregator and then go to, for example, some website of newspaper to read exact article?
Well, I guess if he or she believes that in Yandex Zen there is the content of Vedomosti, and like it's not buried somewhere, he could go to Yandex Zen. Or you don't mean that?
So like, well, Yandex.Zen will collect just the titles and short summaries. So if you would like to read the article fully, you will then need to click and go to Ведомости, right? And if you initially want to read just Ведомости, you will go to Ведомости. So it's kind of the trade-off that going to Yandex.Zen, firstly, you will be sure that you will find there the most high quality of the news. So that since you know that Yandex already select the news of high quality if they are available. So then you will just see only the higher quality mostly. And maybe then you will find something more interesting from other websites. So if you will go just to Ведомости, you will read all the articles there. They might be high quality, might be low. But if you want to read something else, you will need then to go to another website you should know. Yes, and if you go directly, not directly, if you go through Yandex, so then you can find high quality news. And you can go to Ведомости, you can go to something else and read just something else what can be interesting for you. So then I guess you can already feel the trade-off.
I have a question about this trade-off. So at one point, we like okay, so as I got it, there is a trade-off of well, in our case, of a diversification of news. But at the same time, the chance of low quality news. So if I go to Yandex, I will for sure find like hundreds and hundreds of news. But if I pick a news, I could not be sure if it is low quality or high quality, because Yandex chose the high quality if it was possible, but maybe exactly for this news, I don't know, it's just a fake news, and there are no good papers which printed about it. But I will still see it and read it. And at the same time, I can go directly to some kind of good paper website, and I will see only high quality articles, high quality news, but I will lose this kind of choice, like the diversification of news, right?
So that if you will go directly to Ведомости, you will see only the good and bad news which produced by Ведомости.
Yes.
So they not restrict them to produce only the high quality, so it can be. But you don't see the high quality news from other websites, other news agencies. So that if you would like to read something else, you will need to then go back and search for it, or just so you have switching costs. So you didn't observe them directly. Kind of, if you will go to Yandex, you can observe all these stuff. I mean, all the news which were picked by Yandex then.
In this case, there is no trade-off. Just Yandex Zen is strictly better than Vedomosti. If we're not sure that Vedomosti publishes only good articles.
So, but then could be that you like Vedomosti more, and if you go to Yandex, so then you observe other news as well. So, firstly, yeah, you have kind of preferences to have a higher quality, but then you have preferences across the agencies as well. So yeah, maybe you don't want to read about the sport at all, but you will observe some news about sport as well, right? So that kind of you have to seek there what exactly you want. Yeah, but maybe you want to read then sometimes about culture and music, and if you will go to Vedomosti, maybe you will read only about politics or whatever it's written about there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's then discuss the model. So, and we will think about it a bit differently. So we'll think about if we should allow to aggregator enter or not. So we kind of will focus on the question if it's a good idea to aggregator to enter the market or not in terms of social planner and social effect. So then we will think about different effects. Firstly, if there is an aggregator, so then what can do the agencies? So now agencies they know that they can be found on the aggregator, and if before the agency produce kind of all the news on the market, so they have to compete between each other, and that means that you need to collect the high audience. Then you need to kind of create news on all topics to attract all possible readers. But now the agency will know that like everyone will go to aggregator, or not everyone, but maybe most of the guys. So we will talk about it later, how the agents will be divided between aggregator and agencies. So then it can be good idea to focus on just the specific topic and spend effort to produce the high quality news on specific topic, so that you still know that everyone on aggregator will observe your website with high quality news, so it will be attractive to click and read. So yeah. Now duplication here means that that each agency focus on high quality news on the topic, and then there is no incentive for agencies if there is aggregator to double effort in terms of doing the same topic high quality news. Well, the second positive effect is that the consumer spend less cost on searching, so that he or she don't need to switch back to different agencies to search the article she wants to read. So she can go just directly to the aggregator and then check all the news there and pick one she would like to read. However, yeah, that's supposed to be a negative effect for sure as well. And that's business stealing effect, because agencies making profit by advertisers, so that they provide them advertising slots and then sell these slots based on viewers, clickers, or yeah, it depends on how much agents come and click. In other words, it depends on the time how much agents spend on their website. And before, agents need to search across the agencies, so they need to click on their website initially, so they need to go there, spend time, check the news, observe advertisers, and then go to another agency and do the same there. But now agents spend time on aggregator as well, so that the available time of agents now distributed not across only agencies but at aggregator as well, so that yeah, so then less time of agent left for agencies, and then there can be incentive for content creators to somehow react on that. We will discuss it a bit later. So then let's think about two media agencies. So before we talked about that we have only 3 topics, right? So that was sport, culture, and economics. But second. But in the model we will consider only 2. So let's think about, I don't know if it's specified here. Not. Let's think about sport and music. So then we will have a line model. We already consider a bit of that before. So then one agency will locate it in 0 and another in 1. So that, and you have agencies distributed from 0 to 1. So kind of that taste can be closer to the agency 1 and 2. So then agency can deliver the news on each of the topic from 0 to 1. So then we'll have yeah, sorry, I talked about the sport and music. It's a bit different. So then now we will have continuum of the topics from 0 to 1, so that you can pick any topic, and you can produce them of high quality or low quality, and you pick from interval from 0 to 1 how much you produce the high quality. So that, for example, for half of the news you produce high quality, and for half of the news you produce low quality. Well, then we can think about some measure of quality, so that quality of the agency is some measure based on the share of the topics which is done with high quality. And then it is costly to produce high quality news. So that kind of then you are thinking about low and high quality. Yes, why would agency not provide high quality for any topic? Yes, because it's costly for agency to make a high quality news, which is quite natural. Yeah, you can think about that. Someone have to seek for some resources, have to talk with someone, have to make some conclusions, write really good quality text, and so on. Yeah. So and okay, let's maybe firstly switch to the whiteboard so we can repeat it so you will understand everything better. So let me stop sharing. Yeah. Now you can see me here. And yeah, so we have whiteboard, and I will. So we have two agencies. And they have kind of linear model.
And I have a question.
Yeah.
About news. So, like during the course of industrial organization, we have this thing as well. But like like people like what degree of alcohol people like. So 0, it's like water, and 1, I don't know, it's some kind of poison. Uh, yes, but still. So, as for news, how do you think is it possible to formulate this measure? Like 0, it's like non-political, and 1 political, or just everything we like, or we don't even have to like make it a graduate measure, just like all the news, and that's it.
So we will do like the agency would like to. So the agents would like to have a higher quality in total, so that you didn't think about different topics. I think, but let me check actually. Bum, bum. Yeah, they just either like or dislike the agency. So it's like, so firstly you like topics because each agency produce topics. Let's say we consume, so that, okay, here on that graph, so we have agency here, which is uniformly distributed from 0 to 1. So it's like before. So you like agency 1 or 2. If you're close to agency 1, you like it more. If you're close to agency 2, you like it. You like agency 1 less.
Yes, okay.
So that's just if you like name. But then every agency can produce the topics on library. So let me draw it here actually once again. So then we can think about different dimension here. So that you have agency 1. 1 was which color? You have agency 1, and you have agency 2, different color. And then can pick from interval from 0 to 1. Okay, it's not nice. So they can pick some quality on the interval from 0 to 1, which they would like to produce with high quality. So for example, one will pick this interval, so, and the second pick that interval, for example. Yeah, or it could be so that second will pick this interval as well, so that then a bit advanced question right now, if we are thinking about aggregator who enter the market, what will be the high quality news on the aggregator? Let me pick green color for aggregator. So let me take simple example. Okay, we will delete that part so that we have these two agencies. So what will be on the aggregator?
Sorry, how do we define low and high quality in this context?
So just the decision of the agency, would they produce high quality or low? And that's costly for them, like according to measure.
Okay, but we can't see it like on the graph right now, on the axis.
No, I said that, so that this one is the I1, so that they decided to produce this from 0 to 1. So they produce from 0 to that point, they produce high quality, and then for the rest they produce low. And the same as for the second agency, so that's what they produce with high quality, and the rest they produce with low quality.
But each agency, each newspaper produces every kind of
Yeah.
news, like for every customer. They are not living like some group alone. Like we don't have news for you.
Okay. One important remark, so that this interval 0, 1 and this interval 0, 1 not the same. So this interval 0, 1 is how your consumers like agencies. And this interval 0, 1 is which quality decided to produce the agencies. Is it clear?
Okay. So it's just the portion like of the quality news.
Yes.
Okay.
So that maybe it's good to illustrate it like that. So you have 0, 1 interval, the agencies situated. So we have 1 here and 2 here. And then each of them decided on interval 0, 1, so that they have their own 0, 1 interval on the topic dimension, so which they produce for good quality, and bad, and which this agency produced for good quality and for bad. And then agents who is sitting here, for example, you make a decision based on here distance to the agency and measure of, this will be mu of I1, and this mu of I2. So that's how the agent make a decision. So based on his preferences according to, let's say, title of agencies or how it's named, or how he like exact agency, and then based on the quality of the content of this agency. Is it understandable for everyone?
It's like our consumer has two-dimensional taste.
Yes, because you have now two different differentiations. So you have a vertical and horizontal. So quality and what is this? Variety. You see?
What is quantity and what is variety on this picture?
No, quality.
Quality and
So quality is
variety.
how much high quality news you produce. And when you have taste according to agencies, which is according to your preferences, so it's like different genres of music. So you like that, you like this.
Yes, I
Right?
I
Yeah.
follow the idea that there is like so it's like two types of horizontal diversification, right?
No,
Not.
one is vertical and another is horizontal.
Okay, and vertical on this graph is vertical and horizontal is horizontal. Okay, now I see.
Because quality is vertical differentiation. Then coming back to our question with quality, if we will present the aggregator in our market, so which quality will be on the aggregator for news, given that example? So then from first agency, the aggregator will take the news which are high quality only on first agency, right? Since on the second agency it's low quality news, we will take the high quality news from first agency. So we can say the same about the second agency. And the rest news which are the same quality on first and second agency, we will take with probability 1/2 from one and probability 1/2 from each other, from another. So questions here?
Of course.
Yes.
So again, aggregator takes from the first agency, from the first newspaper, this part, because this high quality is what? Like,
Because agency 1 produced a high quality on that interval, but second agency produce low quality on that interval.
Yeah. So aggregator is trying to like fill all the possible news slots with good news, with
Yeah.
high quality. Yes. Okay. I see. It's logical.
So then, yeah, let me once again redraw this picture. So then let's firstly think about the first platform. So that's interval of, let's call it topics. So then they're thinking about the first agency. And they decided to, let's say, to fill with high quality. Yes, so it's high quality. And then what is the last? What is the left is produced with low quality. Then we are thinking about the second agency. Let's say they decided to produce that interval of high quality. Yes, so that will be high quality, and the rest will be low quality.
And we just think about those axes like some kind of parameters. So they don't actually tell us much. Like
Once again,
they those axes, they are not connected with our horizontal axis, like in no way.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just about quality. So then we are thinking about the aggregator. So the aggregator is comparing two agencies and take high quality topics, then they are good quality topics. So then this part will be taken from first agency, because on the second agency it produced with low quality. So then we will have the same, right, for this interval. Yes, for the second second agency, right? And what about the rest topics? Once again, what we'll have?
Low quality because nobody has produced any kind of high quality.
No, not really.
Well,
So, but
to the
from
right,
which agency? From which agency we will take it?
with the probability of 1/2 from each of them.
Yes. So if you're thinking to the right side, we will take this interval with probability 1/2 from first and second. And what about the rest interval between good qualities? So what about that topics?
The same with the probability of 1/2
But the quality will be,
high.
yes. So then with probability 1/2 we will take high quality here. And yeah, and totally in the aggregator we have high quality here and low quality here. That's about aggregator. So then we will have to think about measure. Yes. So in other words, what is the exact quality of the the quality by agent? So then we know that some agency can pick. Then let me take another color so that we pick set I of high quality for some agency I, right? And now we introduce the measure of this I of set of the high quality. Well, and we need to somehow measure it, right? So like, and standard way how to do it is to measure the ratio of the total topics, so that if I take measure of interval 0, 1 itself, so then I will receive 1. And then yeah, you can suggest different measures, but what we want to have is, if you take I, it will belongs to interval 0 to 1. So if you have all topics, you have 1. If you have none of them with good quality, is it's 0. And we will just ratio of good quality is. So I don't know how to write it correctly. I think like that will be understandable. So if I write it like I did you get it? So that firstly you take the measure of the interval like a distance, so like a standard. What is the interval from A to B, right? And then you divide it by a whole interval, so it's like B minus A over 1. That will be our measure of I.
It's our measure of quality.
Yeah, and that's quality of platform I. So it's just the ratio of price of topics which done with high quality. I think it's more natural and more logical way in that sense.
Yes, okay. So now we can measure it and calculate it. But if we wanted to make our life harder, we could have taken other measure, like not just the distance, right?
Yeah, you can take that. Maybe some of them are most important topics, some of them are less important topics. So you have some distribution, and then you can take some integration, and
Yeah, okay.
then can be, you can play with it. And now let's think about the difference between two agencies. So let's again consider the topic space. So let me write the topics. And then they pick some, which colors I use? Yeah, I1 and I2 is picked here. What will be if we are talking about differentiation between platforms? Differentiation mean that they produce different topics, right? So that how they're different from each other. So then, what is the maximum differentiation?
One.
So what is the maximum differentiation between platforms? What does it mean? So in words.
I thought that first platform produces high quality like only in 0 and second in 1. In this case, the distance between them is 1, is the maximum.
No. That's the distance, the difference of so that okay. So that differentiation is how your platform differ from each other, so that they produce high quality news on different topics. Okay. So that, for example, one platform produce high quality topic on sport, another on music, right? Then you need that I1 intersect with I2 is zero set. So that, for example, I can take the high quality topics here for first one, and for the second I take here. Right, so there is no intersection between these two, so that for first one, the second agency produce low topics on the same low quality for the same topics, and the same is for the second agency. And then I can write that, and this can be rephrased, that measure of intersection of our good high quality sets is 0. And what is the case? Then we have minimal differentiation between platforms.
It's when the intersection coincides, like the intersection is equal to the sets.
The intersection equal to one of the sets, because it could be like I'll draw, but now let me write the formulation, so that if you take the intersection, so then it will be equal to minimum of measures of 1 or second. So in other words, if I take platform 1 and 2, yeah, and for example, this is topics which produced by the first platform. So if I take the second platform like that, we can see that yeah, any topic which produced by second agency with high quality is already produced by the first agency with high quality as well. So then, yeah, the intersection of the sets is this. and then it's exactly coincide with the minimum. So if you take the measure of that, it will be exactly equal to measure of I2. That's about differentiation. And the last question before the break is, in which case it is profitable for aggregator to come to the market? Then we have maximum differentiation, or then we have minimum differentiation.
When we have maximum differentiation.
Yeah, because if we have here the aggregator, the high quality news will be exactly the same as platform 1, as the agency 1, right? So there will be no difference between aggregator and agency 1, right? So that kind of the aggregator wouldn't be better than he will just provide the links to the topics which are available on agency 1. So then you can directly go to agency 1 and be sure that you will read any news with great taste, or with high quality. On that case, yeah, we can see that it will be advantage to go the aggregator, yeah, because it will take these topics and that. So then if you're agent who are interested in both, like, so you will have advantage to go to the aggregator because you will find the high quality, yeah, kind of double number of topics. Questions here?
No, it's logical, but like, is it always the case that aggregator don't want like provide links only to the first newspaper? Like, if he if it appears in this kind of situation, does it mean that it won't enter, or it just means that that it doesn't like this situation, but still it will enter?
That's a nice question, because you will need to calculate the profit, how much agents will join you. Well, and so if you can steal some agents from agency 1 at least, or agency 2, agency 2 is interested here. Yeah, agency 2 will just sort those who are closer to it, right? So here on that graph, so kind of everyone mostly will go to agency 1. There will be indifferent guy who will go to agency 2, such that he is okay to have not that much high quality news. And then you present the aggregator. So it will be almost the same as go to the first agency. And kind of those who prefer to go to first agency would stay probably with it. So it's kind of, there is no that advantage to enter, so you need to calculate firstly who is enter you. And it's a bit complicated. We will discuss that problem a bit later. Maybe next lecture, I think. Yeah, and then we will see that it's not that profitable if you have lower differentiation. And that's exactly how the agencies can react on aggregator enter. So if aggregator enters the market, then agency can produce the quality topic, the high quality topics, high quality news on the same topic, so that it will decrease the profit of aggregator and may push aggregator to exit the market.
Can't they, well, in practice, can't they just sue this aggregate and prohibit aggregating their materials?
Not really, because the links are available publicly, right? So
I
that
see.
you get access to it, like to everyone. So yeah, it's up to the general law how to allow the access to or publish some links.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think we will go deep for that direction.
Yeah, just interested. Yes, I guess if they provide the link, they technically don't copy paste it, so no law is broken.
So they are not copy pasting the content.
Yes,
They
yes.
just provide the link and short description of the article. Yeah, so then I guess with this model we will proceed next lecture and last our access session. So, and today after the break we will see some examples. Yeah, on previous topic mostly, and on platform pricing still. Yeah, so we will discuss it later. I will send you the setup during the break. And then see you in 20 minutes at so it will be 14:50, right, for you? I think so.
Yes, 40-50, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Then, okay, see you later.
Okay, thank you.